was everybody's week?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Many
Awesome.
good.
Did you do some mulling over on all your character sheets with the newfound powers and whatnot at level 2?
Yes, very
Yeah.
much so. Super excited.
I did some distilled mulling.
Yeah?
Did some distilled mulling?
I'm playing a pretty straightforward class, and I'm not really used to it, so no.
It's just like not much to it, just hit things real hard.
Yeah. I think I can reckless attack now.
Get punch.
Right on.
Enjoy punch.
I'm excited because, like, last episode I kept wanting to ask you, is there anything else you want to do? Is there anything else you want to do? But there just really isn't anything you can do at level 1 aside from, like, the one action. But now we're starting to get some stuff, right? Dennis, did you get anything, like, new? Or I know you said it was kind of straightforward, but...
Yeah, I got danger sense, so advantage on deck saves versus things that I can see.
That's nice.
And I got reckless attack. So I get advantage to hit, and things get advantage to hit me.
Dennis is
We're going to make sure nothing hits you. Yeah, Dennis isn't reckless. He's loving and caring.
Keep Dennis safe.
For the love of God, don't put meat in the beer.
I need a t-shirt that says that.
Dennis's baby.
Is there meat in this beer? Yes,
Is
Dennis
there meat in
baby.
this beer?
100%.
That's gonna be like our trigger phrase for when we want to like have Dennis go off and just like,
Right,
hey,
there's meat in the beer.
Y'all put any meat in this beer?
The opposite of the sun's going real low kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything is vegan. That's how we get them to
shop
come down.
owners.
There's no meat.
You said I could have this crossbow for half off, right? No, why would I say that? I think there's rat meat in this beer. Oh, okay, tap off, okay, get out.
Calm down, Dennis. That's too funny.
Oh my god.
I got sorcery points.
Ooh, is that all you got at level 2?
Magic.
Yeah, but that means that I can get 2 spell slots back.
Oh, nice.
Sorcery points are
What about
really
Nisa? Oh, yeah.
At level 2, the Artificer gets so many things that I wholeheartedly believe this is the most exciting level up I've ever had in my D&D career.
Seriously? At level 2?
At level 2, I was like, I get this and this and this. So I now have a homunculus servant, which will come out later. But so artificers like make things, and they usually, or they have the ability to make a servant, which a lot of people on the internet said to make a mount, and I said no. Mm-hmm. No mounts for me. I made something though. It's coming later. I also can infuse items and make them magic items now, so that's kind of cool. After a long rest, I can do a little tinkering, do a little like +1 to things. I have all sorts of stuff. I have cunning now. I don't know.
There's so much. Holy crap!
Exciting. I'm jealous.
I'm kind of jealous. Yeah.
I can like replicate things. I can make it just depends. I just got to do a lot of resting. You know, I make one thing and I gotta have a whole day to just not make stuff anymore because I'm can't be bothered. But tomorrow, making more things. Making things is draining. Yeah, there's literally so many things. So I'm cool now. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
That's cool. That's fair.
Oh, thanks.
Well, who wants to follow that up? Anybody else got anything interesting they got at level 2?
I mean, not that interesting.
I have channel divinity now.
Yes.
Oh,
Cares.
And more spell slots so I can actually heal.
Yeah.
Not to tip my hand too much, but I think you're gonna need them. So that's good.
no.
That's good.
Great.
What about Sparrow, Lenosa? What did anything interesting at level 2?
Lenosa has become familiar with a lovely thing called Flurry of Blows.
Yeah.
Classic dope monk shit.
Yes.
Monk stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a nuisance. So whoops.
Is it just Flurry of Blows, or is it Step of the Wind as well? And
Step of the Wind and
Dodge's
is
bonus
also is also coming along, and as is patient defense. So I have those things, but I'm really just waiting for that level 3. I got some plans.
Yeah. I'm excited to get you guys there soon
imagine.
enough. Lastly, Aurelian, anything you want to talk about at level 2?
Yeah, I decided to slow my roll down to level 3 and decided to multi-class and go in the rogue direction. Yeah, level 2
I'm proud
multi-class.
of you. I'm really proud of you for that.
They said it could never be done, but we did it here.
We did it.
I don't know that I've ever seen a multi-class at level 2. That is...
Everybody advises against it, so that's probably why. But yeah,
At least you get it out of the way, though, right? Like you don't. It's not something you're gonna have to choose later. It's just you're already committed.
Yeah, and a level 1 dip in a rogue is nice because you get expertise and you get sneak attack. Those are the big things. But like,
Yeah.
so it's not bad to get into early on.
Are you
Right
like a
on.
master of the skills now? Like, do you just have all of the
I've
skills?
got a lot of expertise right now, so it's
You took
great.
that.
A lot of
You took
skills.
that bard feature, like master of all or
Yeah.
jack of all trades, and
Yeah.
really just decided to go off the deep
Let's
end.
go one extra step.
Yeah.
Good at everything, I might as well just be good at every class too.
Absolutely. Now, as we all know, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and we like to not make mistakes on this show, but last week I made a few mistakes, especially during the fight with the giant rats, but there's one I wanted to address, because while the others were kind of like weird one-off sort of up to interpretation type situations, this one's most certainly going to happen again. And Pond had asked what kind of action drinking a potion was, and I so confidently said, I actually looked this up recently, and it's a free action. Well, I was wrong. In the DMG, it states that drinking a potion or administering it to another character requires an action. What I was thinking of was that it's a free action to retrieve it from like your backpack or a belt, but to use it, you gotta use an action. But fortunately, Amadi didn't actually take any damage for the rest of the episode, so it doesn't really matter, because I'm sure they would have taken the potion at the soonest opportunity anyway, but, you know, the more you know.
Yeah.
Good to
This
know.
is not me pouting about you changing that rule at all. I was so
I figured you might be a little upset about it.
Well, I mean,
That's
like
fine.
as a fellow DM, I wasn't gonna like argue with you because I was
He's like, oh, free action, okay, cool.
Yeah, like in my games,
I like
I'm
these.
right. Yeah, like in my games, I do a bonus action for yourself, full action for somebody else, because I figure you can like chug a potion and cast a cantrip at the same time. But
Yeah.
you know, when you said free action, I was like,
Drinking all the potion.
that sounds great. And then
Yeah, that's what was my logic was. It's like, okay, if it's a free action to take it from your bag, how much extra work does it take to just go, you know?
yeah, it was good logic. We could stick with it if.
I went to a party college for a while, so I can chug really quick. I don't know about these nerds, but
Do you have a feat for
definitely
fast
doesn't
chugging?
take me 6 seconds to drink a whole potion. Just
Right,
saying.
6 seconds is a lot, especially a little tiny vial. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll think about it. Maybe I'll think about it.
And buy you some of those little potion-themed dice, but they're actually like from Yzma's Cusco collection. It's just a bunch of llama potions.
Ah, yes. Cusco's poison,
Even
the
better.
poison for Cusco.
Yeah, the poison made especially to cure Cusco.
Oh my god.
Bribing
I kind of
the
need
DM.
those, honestly.
Love it.
I've seen them so many times, and I just
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy them for you. Don't worry, it's good. It's coming. We'll bribe you. We'll get there.
Hey, you know what? I am open to bribes. I am, yeah, let's just leave it at that. I'm open to bribes, so, you know.
Do with that
Nice
what
and
you
simple.
will.
Do what you will.
Simple and clean.
Yeah, simple and clean.
I do have some gold. I mean,
I see you, Jen.
Yeah, you got some
Just
gold.
played them
You
off
actually,
at
each of you got 30 gold last week for completing your
correct.
bounty. Yeah. You got a pretty simple bounty. Go to the Wizard's Tower Brewing Company just outside of town. Go see Glowkindle. He'll tell you what needs to get done. You get there, you pop in, he's like, business is booming, but, they got a problem. There's rats in the cellar. Pretty typical adventure stuff, but he's willing to pay you pretty generously to clear them out and make sure that they don't come back, right? So you head on down, and boy, do they give you a run for your money. Maybe you're stretching your little adventurer legs, and it's taking you a while to sort of get in the groove of things, or maybe it's because you keep using the D&D Beyond virtual dice and getting those natural ones, but Nisa illusioned up some cheese that distracted the rats long enough for you to kind of start coming into your own and start using some different dice. So, Dennis made some paste out of a few rats. That was fun. Aurelian got really creeped out by Dennis's rage face. Good times. And then you were finished. You kind of cleared out the rest of it. You found an old alchemy lab that had a huge flaming spider on the ceiling that everybody missed, at least until it bolted out and shot burning webs all over Rowan. But it was kind of not really an inconvenience. You guys made quick work of it, and after searching the lab, you found some vials broken on the floor, a potion of enlargement that kind of made sense for the giant rats, and a potion of fire elemental that explains the giant inferno spider. Mystery solved, right? So, you head back to Glowkindle, and not to do more work than agreed upon. Nisa bargained for a bit more gold, because, the Inferno Spider and Giant Centipedes just weren't part of it. Glowkindle said 25 gold, clear out the rats, make sure you don't come back, or they don't come back, rather. And Nisa's like, there's a giant flaming spider and some giant centipedes. I think we deserve a little bit more compensation for that. And Glowkindle agreed begrudgingly and gave you, 5 extra gold each. But as you were wrapping up the bounty paperwork, one of the employees approached you guys. And he explained that his sister was living in a small town to the north. I wrote to him concerned about some people leaving town without notice and how something just didn't feel right. He wrote back suggesting that she come stay with him in Waterdeep, but he never got a response and is worried that she's gone missing. So he's asked for you to travel north to Drellin's Ferry and investigate the situation to see if you can locate his sister. And of course, he can pay. So that's where we're going to begin.
For money. Just saying. No, wait. I won't do anything for money.
I won't do anything for gold, but I won't do that.
Exactly.
Anything asterisk. Footnote.
Right. Well,
he will do most things for gold.
Are we still talking to this person?
Yeah.
Yes, he's just kind of standing. I should have made that a little more clear. Sorry, he's just kind of standing there, waiting anxiously for a response as you all make weird pop culture jokes.
And then he doesn't understand because it's what does meatloaf?
So let me get this right. You want us to go find your sister and then bring her back here? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening very well.
Oh, that's okay. It's a complex situation, but really,
Right.
I just want to make sure that she's okay, and you don't have to bring her back here. I just want to make sure that she's fine. She hasn't gone missing. It's just a weird situation, and it's kind of a far trip for me. As you know, Drellin's Ferry. It's almost a month's travel. But I figure what I could do is I can offer you 500 gold for the task, which I know it's not much, but my father, he's actually a senior member of the Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors. Maybe you've heard of them, but anyway, I bet I can get them to teleport you to Everland. It's about a day's travel from Drellin's Ferry. That way you don't have to take a whole month trip up there, and it might compensate for the 500 gold.
Yes, of course, that is great. Just curious, is there any way we could maybe, work it to be like 600 gold? I know that's asking a lot, so if not, that's okay. I'm just trying to think of even ways to split it. There's 2 for 6 of us, 500 divided by 6, funky number in gold
We'll be
coin.
fine.
That's like a year's worth
I'm
of
not
my
being
shots.
rude. I'm just trying to negotiate pay. We don't know what we're going into. We almost died in this basement. I mean, I almost did. Did anyone see me get bitten by that rat? Like,
I did see.
I
Yeah.
just dropped my soda.
No.
No, you saw. I'm not surprised you didn't see anything,
Dennis, you were
Dennis.
busy.
That
That's
was you were very
okay.
busy.
What was I
Rowan
doing?
saw that was you were taking
tried.
care of rats.
Oh,
You did try, Rowan. I give you that much. So, like I said, I'm not complaining about 500. We can make it work. I was just curious if maybe there was a little bit of extra wiggle room for the pay.
No, that makes sense, and I understand. You know, 6 people, 500 gold. It doesn't really divide very evenly, but
Funky math, yeah.
500 is all I have right now. But how about this? I can give you the 500 up front, and when you come back with some news, any news, just as long as you find out something concrete, I'll see if I can scrounge up some extra gold while you're gone.
I think that
is
sounds fine.
Something we could certainly do.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Nisa.
Aurelian and I are both like elbowing Nisa's head, like trying to get her shoulder. We're like,
Act like you've been here before.
more money!
Yeah,
Especially
I'm a
since I'm.
professional adventurer.
Yes,
I
she
have
really is.
absolutely seen 500 gold before.
It's true.
Good job, Nisa.
Go ahead.
Lenosa gets down like on a knee so that she can like look down at this person sort of almost at eye level, but she's still a little too tall, and just like places a hand on the shoulder and says, "I will do my best to find out what has happened to your family for you."
Oh,
And
thank
then
you.
she
You're
slowly stands all the way back up. Well, as best she can. Ceiling's
right.
low.
Just kind of like hunched over a little bit and just thank you. I cannot express how much this means to me.
Sure. Can you give us any more information? What she look like?
Oh, absolutely. Silly me. Okay, so I'm sorry. My mind is scattered all over the place.
understandable.
Rude of me. My name's Austin Finla. My sister's name's Cerili. She looks not too dissimilar from myself, just, female. She's got brown hair, much like mine, strong facial features. Honestly, she's kind of unassuming, but she kind of doesn't seem... She doesn't sort of fit the rugged farm lifestyle of Drellin's Ferry. She's more of a softer city folk, if that helps you at all.
So you,
No,
with
it
longer
doesn't.
hair, that's really all I'm getting here.
I think that's
Yeah, when you get there, everyone knows who she is. She's a wonderful
Cerili.
soul. Yeah, Cerili. If you ask anybody there, it's a small town, maybe 30, 40 people at most, and they'll know who she is.
And no one saw her, a very popular young lady, disappear?
That's so I'm going off the letter that she wrote me, and people are leaving town. They go to bed and wake up, and they're not there anymore, and something doesn't just seem right. These aren't the type of people that just move out of town overnight without telling their neighbors,
It sounds like they're being eaten or something. Yeah.
What?
Probably-
Oh, God, I hope
we
not.
don't know what's happened.
Oh, wait.
Was that not the right thing to say?
I'm hoping
Well,
that
we do
Just
think
right
that
now.
maybe they've been eaten.
Oh gosh, I sure hope not.
We don't know what's happened, and we can certainly.
I
get some more
pray that I'm
information.
just overreacting. Maybe it's something simple, maybe it's something benign. I've got that bad feeling in the pit of my stomach.
When I reach into my bag and pull out my, I'm gonna shuffle around in my bag. I'm gonna pull out my Lathander symbol, and I'm gonna be like, "What would it make you feel better if we prayed together for your sister?"
Yeah, I'm a bit of a pious man. I could pray.
We could pray, yes, and then I'll kneel down and you start since it is for your sister. Hmm?
Okay, sorry, I'm a bit out of practice here. Dear Lathander, is that appropriate? Dear
It is
all.
it's sure. I mean, Lathander is forgiving God of light and love. It is fine.
Oh, okay,
Dear
Lathander.
big, muscular man with a beard.
Lathander, who hosts the Path of Light, we ask for guidance in finding this young man's sibling. safe and sound and definitely not eaten, and everything will be absolutely fine.
Yeah,
Amen.
Amen. That's perfect. Thank
Yes,
you.
there we go. You're welcome. And I'm going to put it back in my bag.
When
I feel
he
better
opens
already.
his eyes, Danis is just giving him a big old thumbs up.
I suppose. Do you have any other questions? I don't necessarily suppose time is of the essence, but I just the sooner somebody gets out there, the sooner I can rest easy. You know.
We will go.
Yeah. Well,
Do you know how to get to the tower?
I don't.
Nope.
Not from
No,
around.
just remind us.
Okay, of course. Not many people go inside it. They see it every day downtown in Waterdeep, but they don't really. Not many people have business inside, so it's understandable. But if you go over to the Castle Ward on the Street of Bells, it's near the middle of the block between Selduth Street and Buckle Alley.
Oh boy,
Tell them-
hold on. My little pen is running, going so fast. We have Castle Ward in the middle of Bells.
Yes, the Street of Bells. The tower is located on the Street of Bells.
Okay.
It's on the block between Selduth Street and Buckle Alley.
Oh my gosh, I've never heard of these streets. They must be in the richer area. I'm assuming for 500 gold.
Yeah,
I mean-
Castle Ward's a bit upscale. Yeah. So when you get there, tell them Austin sent you, and they'll transport you to Everland.
All right.
Castle sent us. Got it.
Close.
That's us. You're close.
Austin, but it was close.
Yeah, Austin.
Well, Mr. Finland, it has been a pleasure, and we will certainly get some information back to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I'll be waiting with bated breath for your return.
May we
What?
dissipate your worries soon, Austin.
Thank you.
Before we go, be upfront.
Oh, right. Of course. And he reaches into his coin purse and starts counting out some money for you and hands it
This is
over.
why I love them so much from afar. I just look at Ro and then
Keep
go.
500 gold pieces in that tiny bag.
It's called a bag of holding. Have you not heard of one? You make them.
I don't make them. I probably could make them.
I think
Now
you
that you
could.
think about it.
Never seen a bag of holding.
I have to
You've
see
never-
one.
None of you
I've
have
held
heard of.
many
Oh,
bags.
I have heard.
Okay, Rowan. You've held many. Dennis, you are so sweet.
Bag of holding. Not
Thank you.
like regular bags that also hold.
No, it holds like you could just shove whatever you want in, like whole horse fit in bag.
A horse in a bag.
Yes, well, maybe
have
like
to learn
maybe
about
just
this.
like the saddle of the horse, not the whole horse. I've never tried it, but you could
I
put a
would
whole
love-
lamp
I
in
would
there
love
that's
to
as
see
tall as
this.
Linosa. It's quite impressive.
Wow. I have to learn about this and make that immediately.
And I will put my hand out and accept my 100 gold.
Wait. That is
Oh.
not math.
Wait, there was 600.
No,
oh,
no,
500.
there was five.
That's
So
500.
my mistake.
About 83 each, I believe. Ish. Give
not
or
very
I
take.
good.
trust Rowan.
I'm not
She's
very good
smart.
at math. It's a problem.
This 83.3 repeat. Yeah, 83 fine.
And 3 repeating, I'd pull out my
Someone's gonna
abacus.
get some extra. Just have Danis chop one coin into 6 pieces.
Oh, jeez.
Dennis, how do
I
you split
can't
it?
chop.
There's one extra.
Smash.
I'm sure you.
Well,
could have
shall we?
tried.
Yeah.
Does anyone have
go
to
ahead.
do anything before we go?
I
'Cause-
could do with going into town a bit, get some supplies.
A
Yeah.
little bit of shopping, yeah.
Okay. Well, I suddenly have so much money for rent. So I'm gonna go do that.
How much is Nisa's rent? Have you thought about that at all?
I'm assuming it's like it depends on the money exchange but it would be like the equivalent of maybe 20 gold a month.
Oh wow, that's it. So you've got already like almost half a year's worth of rent.
Oh,
Man, you gonna we didn't really talk about this before, but you're fixing to leave Waterdeep. Are you gonna have somebody run the shop for you while you're gone, or are you
no,
just gonna
it
put up
got
a?
shut down.
Oh, it got
She's
shut
trying
down.
to buy it back.
Oh, so does like the bank have it or something, and it got repossessed? Got it. Okay, all right. I dig it.
And Banking Guild.
You just see like like the Scrooge McDuck like dollar signs in Nisa's eyes.
Yeah. So it's about mid-afternoon now. You kind of started the day at the tavern earlier, just trying to find some job leads, and then you took care of the rats and whatnot. So it's about mid-afternoon as you set out into the market to gather sort of various supplies and run some errands in preparation for your upcoming travels. I know we did some shopping off air. Does anyone want to talk about some of the things that they're getting for the trip?
I'm gonna pick up. I wanted to pick up some. Just some. Well, if we're traveling, if we're being teleported, I'm good with rations. I'll probably pick up. I owe Nisa a vial, and I want to pick up a bow. Get like a short bow.
Okay. Got it. Is that for your new rogue level, or is it kind of unrelated?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I just need
Okay.
something at range. So I think that I can use simple weapons. So I think that puts me at a short bow.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
That.
Janice would like to pick up a bag of bird feed.
A bag of bird feed. Okay. I want to ask you what for, but I almost want to just let it be a surprise.
I will let you know once he has
Okay.
his bird feed.
Is it? I'm mentally just imagining you guys like dungeon crawling or something, and then Dennis just reaches into a bag of bird seed and like he doesn't understand that sunflower seed is a very specific kind of food, you know?
He'd eat the whole shell and everything. He's
Right, just chomping on it like popcorn or something.
Lenosa, what's your favorite color?
She kind of like looks down at herself and then like looks up.
Blue.
Blue? Okay, I'm gonna go off. I have to make a stop.
You can like feel the eye narrowing as like, I don't like this plan. He doesn't say anything, but it's like that, like zooming on the eyes, like.
Right.
So, Nisa is gonna go to the market and attempt to find a topaz that's blue, or an opal,
Ooh.
or tanzanite, or aquamarine, or sapphire.
Okay. Yeah, roll an
Bluestone.
investigation real
Okay.
quick.
Not just like on the floor. She's gonna buy it, just so you know. That is a 21.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So there's a couple of different sort of like gem and stone kind of vendors, but you find one that seems to be, it's not like real rundown, but it's also not super bougie. So you think you can find a pretty good deal at this one. And what kind of stone is it that you're looking for?
Blue quartz. So
A blue quartz.
yes.
All right. Yeah, so you start looking around for a blue quartz, and you spot a couple. They've got some different cuts and shapes and sizes and whatnot, but the average price for it is about 10 gold.
Perfect.
Anybody else got some shopping to do?
Rowan's not going to necessarily shop, but she'll go back to her home and pick up a shield and her homemade rations because she refuses to eat the general store-bought rations.
Yeah, those gas station burritos, man, they'll get you every time.
That's true.
I believe Lenos is actually going to go with her because she's going to get stuff for cooking.
Okay. So we got some cooking supplies, we got some armor, we got some weapons, we got a blue topaz, we got some bird seed. Quite the array of shopping that's being done here. Anything else anybody wants to do before you all kind of meet back up and get ready to head to the castle ward?
An out of character question: are we tracking arrows and crossbow bolts?
I'm not gonna track it, so
Okay.
it just. Yeah, I can't really see a situation where I'm just like, have you really fired more than 20 arrows? But
Right.
if it happens, it happens. We'll figure it out.
I would like to buy some vials.
Okay.
Empty vials.
Empty vials.
Also the things that I messaged you about.
Yes, of course.
So I would go off on my own to buy those. And then also, I want to just like make sure that I have a forgery kit just in case we need it. Not saying we do, but just in case. I have a disguise kit already, so.
Okay. The forgery kit is a little harder to come by just because it kind of necessitates a certain sort of task along with it, but roll an investigation.
I did want to do some more shopping too, just now that I'm thinking about things.
Absolutely.
Do I find it with a 3?
With a 3? Oh, man. Let me think about this for a second. While I'm thinking about it, Aurelian, what do you got in mind?
Besides the bow, some thieves' tools, and possibly some armor. If we're able to get some armor, I realize we just got paid, so.
Oh yeah, are you looking to upgrade, or did you not have any at all?
Upgrade. I had some leather armor on before, but I wanted to bump that up. I wear light armor, so whatever I can get. I think I had.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think light armor you get padded leather or studded leather.
Yeah.
So you'd be looking for studded leather potentially?
If we can find studded, that would be great.
Yeah, it's water deep. Of course you can find some studded leather. Just got to find the right vendor. Studded leather is a little bit expensive though. It's 45 gold pieces.
Luckily, we just got paid, so.
Absolutely.
We're spending half of the pay that we haven't earned yet.
Yeah.
Alright.
So as you get that, you're going out to find some thieves' tools, and as you're walking towards these where you think you can probably get some, you spot Lenosa, kind of like looking around, sort of like, or not Lenosa, sorry, Amadi, like she's kind of lost.
Are you looking for something out here?
What? Oh, jeez.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? I'm just, I feel like you understand. I'm looking for a forgery kit. I'm not trying to commit forgery, but I feel like just in case we need to, that might be valuable to have. It's...
Yeah, I completely understand.
Right.
Sometimes you just need to write a letter, and you need the right supplies.
Sign it as a different name. It's just...
who knows what it would be for? I don't know.
Sometimes you need a passport, and it's not that expensive. You don't have enough. Anyways, I'm having a hard time picking out who to go to.
I am trying to find some tools in case we accidentally get locked out of our shop or our room. So, maybe we can find something.
I think if we look together, we might be able to find what we're looking for. Also, I'd like to buy a light crossbow and some bolts. I forgot about that.
Okay, yeah, we could do that, absolutely.
Run the bar.
I'm making my list of things I'm buying, so I'll
All right. I love it, like the idea of everybody like they set out. It's like I need this, and then they buy it, and it's like, oh wait, but also this, and then they like get that.
I'm in the market, and I'm just like
when all the characters have ADHD and
all of the
Cheerio.
That's why we're all together. We all are just like, oh wait, we also need.
Yep.
Kin.
Right.
Feel it.
Yeah, so you both can find together a little vendor that sells practical tools for uncommon situations. And the forgery kit will be 15 gold pieces, and the thieves' tools will be 25.
How much is the crossbow?
25 gold pieces. I don't think the arrows are that much. Let's just say gold. I'll save myself Google. And we'll just say that'll last you a while, and at some point we'll be like, yeah, I should probably restock.
Buy more of those things. All right, very good. Well, thank you so much for helping me, Aurelian. I think that our goals will probably line up at some point. I also just wanted you to know, like, person to person, that if you ever steal money out of my pocket like you did with that book again, I will personally see to it that money comes missing out of your pocket.
See, I saw that as money coming out of our pockets.
Our pocket. We don't get to sell it now because I had to give it to Rowan.
If Rowan doesn't need it, I'm sure we could sell it.
I don't believe you. I think you just didn't want me to get more gold than you.
I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. If we find things, we should all benefit from it.
God, why are you so goody two-shoes about things? That's
because I'm an
silly.
upstanding citizen.
I think you're lying through your teeth. never met an upstanding citizen who's looking for some thieves' tools. Okay.
Roll insight.
What you're talking about.
In case we lock ourselves out, well, good luck. Hope you're good with those.
Yeah.
Nisa, you got your shopping
Yes,
list?
I
Okay.
do. Okay, so I get 10 rations. Walking
Okay.
around, I'm smelling lots of cinnamon rolls, and I just can't say no. I realize,
Of course.
and I realize I don't have a bedroll. There's also not one in my house. All I have is a blanket. So I go back to my house and I grab a blanket and like cooking supplies. I don't know if you want me to put like a cooking tools in my bag or anything, but
I'll let you organize your inventory how you
Okay.
want that makes sense to you.
I also remember that I'm squishy, so I go and buy a healer's kit
Okay.
and navigator's tools.
And navigator's tool. Wow, you got quite the list going on.
Yeah, and I get malachite, and then
I'm trying to like think MacGyver wise, like what you're planning with all this stuff.
and I get a whetstone
And a whetstone. Okay. Okay.
and rope and
all right.
Radak and Razite, which is 10 gold pieces on the list. If you didn't want to try to spell that out.
Okay. Thank you. Much appreciated.
And that's my list. I get some
awesome.
cool rocks and some bags of shit.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
And I bring
I'm
my
looking at all
rocks
the I'm looking at all the prices, and let's say maybe you find a couple of deals and some bundles and whatnot, and 50 gold pieces will net you all that.
Cool. I leave all 70 gold pieces that I have left, minus one piece, at my house.
Okay, that's smart. That way it doesn't go missing when you're adventuring, right?
Hopefully.
Rowan, after leaving her house and doing a quick prayer to Shar after witnessing the light guy God prayer, felt compelled to go ahead and make a opposite prayer almost. She's gonna get some studded armor too.
Okay, studded armor. What did I say that was? 45 gold pieces?
Yeah.
All right.
And head back.
How much would it be for the short bow and like a quiver of arrows and some vials?
A short bow is going to be 25 gold. We'll say same deal, a gold for a bunch of arrows. And let's just say a gold for several glass vials.
Okay, perfect.
I'm going to cast mage armor on myself, though. I'm just going to say that out loud. So when my
Okay.
AC is 16 instead of 13 later, you don't question my lies. But it is
Okay. Yeah, how long does mage armor last?
plus for 8 hours.
Okay, so pretty much all day at this
So-
point, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that'll get you to bedtime.
Perfect.
One final thing.
Okay,
I'm going to buy 2 brass knuckles.
2 brass knuckles, one for each hand, I assume?
Not for my hands, but yes.
Oh,
Very excited.
all right. Let's see. That can't be right. 5 silver pieces? Is that
Yeah, they're
right?
cheap. I was like, okay.
All right. Sure, we'll go with it. You got them. So,
Sorry, how many?
Oh, go ahead.
How many vials would I get for that gold?
how many do you want?
Yeah.
How many can I get for 1 gold?
The 10.
I'm thinking, 10. That seems a bit reasonable to me.
Okay,
I'm going to fix my vials then.
perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, an hour or two passes before you all meet back up to begin your departure. You're gathering up and taking inventory, just kind of making sure all your bags are nice and secured and everything. When you're approached by an average-looking man with a forgettable face and a bandana wrapped around his forehead, with a battered hat on his head, and he kind of walks up and, I can't believe it, is it you? And he just kind of puts his hand on Aurelian's shoulder and...
It's been a long time, and I go and I embrace him, give him like a handshake and like an embrace kind of thing.
Yeah, when I left Baldur's Gate, I assumed I'd never see you again.
I'm surprised you left. You've been there for so long.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm kind of going on vacation a little bit before I get back to work, and, just figured I'd come check out Waterdeep, see what was going on over here.
I've never been. This is my first time. Sorry, didn't get a chance to say goodbye to you when I left. How are things back home?
Oh, they're not too bad. You know how the boss is. They they work you, but work's good. And but my retirement age is coming up, and I'm a bit tired. I could stand some rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I completely understand. Seemed like there was a lot of pressures when I left.
Yeah, definitely.
How is the old boss?
Boss is good. I was actually looking at moving out east here in a little while, and I was talking with the boss that maybe we move out together when they retire. I don't, they might work till they die, but if they ever do take a break, that I'd love to be around them.
Did you get a chance to? It's been a while since I've been back home. Did you get a chance to speak with my family?
Oh, yeah, actually, we just had a big birthday party for Marty. He misses you, and you should definitely go back and see him sometime.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I tried to find some work here in the city, but can't seem to find any.
Yeah, times are hard for adventurers, man. That's what I've been hearing. Is I guess there's a few big shot groups traveling around the realms, just kind of taking up all the big jobs, but they're not really leaving much room for upstarts such as yourself. And how you finding any work at all or none?
I found some work. Not what I'm used to, but yeah, traveling with a group of people. We're heading out of town shortly, but I'm sure we'll be back. We've been there's a little shop. There's a little shop around here. Makes auto mail, automotive gear. It's currently closed right now, but you might find me there.
Oh, okay. I think I know the place. I might have heard of it once or twice, but I'm probably gonna be here for a little bit. You know me, I just like to spend my time down at the docks throwing rocks. So sure. Next time you're in town, I'll see if I can come find you.
Okay, and then I'll give him a hug and be safe, my friend.
Absolutely. I'd love to talk more, but I've actually got a meeting with a friend for a card game with some pretty high stakes, if you know what I mean. And I don't want to miss it, but it was a pleasure meeting you.
Absolute pleasure.
And take care. I'm sorry. How rude of me. Sorry. Nice to meet you all, too. I got to run. And
Not really, and how
quickly as he
rude.
showed up, he takes off.
Sorry.
Literally just was standing here. You were talking about our shop. Literally with me ready.
As soon as either of them said Baldur's Gate, Amadi's mage hand just pulls their hood up a little bit, over their head, and Amadi's just kind of
slink down a little bit, try to be tiny.
Definitely not saying goodbye to that man.
Do I notice Amadi being...
roll a perception and Amadi roll a stealth.
Okay.
We'll just do a one-on-one contest here.
Mage hand.
Natural 20?
It is a 9 plus whatever bonus. It is irrelevant.
Okay.
So maybe it's the wind, maybe it's a mage hand, but Amadi's hood has definitely, maybe it's Maybelline, but Amadi's hood definitely is now on their head instead of on their back.
Sure. I'll note that. I'll make eye contact.
I'm looking intently at my nails.
But I see you.
Eyes narrow.
Janice, you didn't buy anything? Where's your bag?
Oh, well, I got a new bag.
And he kind of grabs a bag of birdseed. He's actually sitting on the ground with his legs splayed out in front of him, and he kind of pulls the birdseed out from behind his moss cloak and just kind of places it on his lap.
Are you eating that?
No?
But what about camp, a bed, what?
It's a lot of birdseed.
What?
What are you gonna do with it?
Starts to open it.
Are you gonna feed the birds? I'm looking around for birds.
That's what birdseed's for.
Oh.
He's not wrong.
And he takes 2 very large hands and puts them into the birdseed, and sprinkles some birdseed onto his shoulders and onto his head, which gets trapped in his little owl bear headdress.
Oh, okay. That's cute.
Do the birds come?
Yeah, that's my question.
And he rolls up the bag and puts it within his other bag, a bag in a bag, if you will.
Yeah, so like, is there something I don't know, or like,
No,
are you trying to attract birds?
Yeah, he's just trying to feed some birds.
Okay, all right, let's do some dice rolling.
I imagine to birds, he looks like a big walking tree, and he probably understands that to a certain extent. Maybe not the.
Maybe he doesn't understand the cause to the effect, but understands that he puts seeds on his shoulders and his heads, and birds come. Yeah, absolutely. And at least one bird comes and lands on your shoulder and just kind of feels very calm in your presence.
Hello, little friend.
Oh my god. Do we have a pet now? Do you have a pet? Do you keep them?
So wholesome.
No, they have homes. Maybe families? They have whole lives ahead of them.
You're right. Aurelian, was that your family?
Just an old coworker of mine, back from Baldur's Gate. It's been a
Did
while.
not know that you were from Baldur's Gate.
Are you from Baldur's Gate?
Born and raised. So,
Oh, that's interesting. Very neat.
yeah.
Are you?
Do you like it
Marty?
there? What?
Don't what me? I said, are you also from
I'm
there?
sorry, I didn't hear you right. I'm not from Baldur's Gate. I've been there, but I'm not from there.
It's a good city. Good city.
It's some of it, sure.
Sure.
Anyways, good to know.
It's been a while.
Rowan, Lenosa, where are you from?
It's
Okay.
called
Road,
Raven Rock.
Raven Rock. Ooh.
That's outside of the gates, right? Like north?
Very far north.
Yeah, that's really far away. What brought you here?
Oh, that's a very complex answer.
Well, maybe we can talk about it on the way.
Perhaps.
On the way where?
Are we not going somewhere?
Have you got
Yes,
a
we're
journey?
going.
Oh,
the-
right. Buckle.
The buckle.
Yes.
The tower,
Rowan, where-
the street of bells, yada yada
Yes.
yada yada.
But we gotta know where
Yeah.
Rowan's from first.
Oh, well, I don't even know where I'm from. I've been traveling around so much when I was younger that I don't know, somewhere.
I thought you were
Ooh,
from
that's-
here. That's no.
I live here now, but my dad, he's an adventurer too, so not really used to the whole staying in one place for a
I
while.
understand that for sure.
I can't imagine leaving.
Moving around a lot.
Oh god, we're leaving.
Yeah.
Oh,
My mage hand just pats Nissa's head very gently.
I remember. I gotta admit, I'm a little nervous. This is the first time I'm leaving the town.
You've been here your whole life.
Yeah, I live on top of my shop that I don't own anymore. Everything's fine.
It will be.
Well, just know that you intend to return, and perhaps the journey won't be so bad.
I'm coming back with 1,000 gold and new ideas. Yeah, we're gonna have the best shop ever.
The world is
Absolutely.
full of new ideas. So, and you won't find them all staying here in this town.
No, but I did just have a good idea.
Is it an explosive?
That'd be cool to add to it.
Oh,
It's a very specific question.
I just
Mari, it seems that you've given her a new idea yourself.
perfect. My mage hand can lift things up to 10 pounds. I can throw things with it as well, like explosives.
Nisa, when she gets this idea to create something, she kind of spaces out of the conversation. It's like pulling out notes, and it's just like thinking, like drawing, like ridiculous. Like, just while you guys are sitting there talking, she's not talking
The
anymore.
only one who knows where we're going. Dennis, where are you from?
I'm from the Great Wood.
How's that?
That close to us?
I don't know.
How did you get here?
I don't know.
Oh, you're such a sweet bean. Okay. Do you like it here?
Well, yes. My best friends are here.
Aw,
Is it the birds?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Well, we're glad you're here too.
did he just call us his best friends?
I think he did, yes.
No.
Did we just become best friends?
He's just smiling at you all.
So fucking wholesome.
I know, I love it.
Aurelian,
That's all
did you leave a kid? Because they were talking about, you said you asked about someone specifically, and then they said to come back and visit that specific person whose name I forgot.
Marty?
Yeah.
No. No, I don't have
Oh my
any kids.
god, do you have a baby?
No, not me.
Oh,
No, just family. You know, my family's from Baldur's Gate as well, so.
what's your last name, Aurelian?
I don't have one.
Who's your family?
You ask a lot of questions.
There's a lot of big names in Baldur's Gate,
I would say
lots of family names.
I don't have a big
There's-
name. I feel like big names are given to people who, you know, have big things, but I don't have a last name. It's just Aurelian.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
I have a
You'll
last
find
name.
one along the way.
maybe.
I don't believe him, but I'm not going to roll an insight because
You can
it's
have my
early.
last name.
What's your last
That's
name?
very forward
True
of you.
Gem.
It does not quite. Aurelian.
Aurelian True Gem.
No, it doesn't. No,
What
Where-
about
where I'm
Fairweather?
from.
That
it's a
one's
great
not
name
bad.
for you, but not for me.
Where I'm from, instead of last names, we just use our birthplace. You could.
So you're
Aurelian of Baldur's Gate.
That may work. Although
That is exactly how you should introduce yourself.
Does that mean that your name is-
Baldur's Gate?
Dennis
Don't
Greatwood.
forget the F. Dennis
No.
of the Greatwood?
Of the, yes.
Oh, of the. That you got. Oh, I see.
Okay, Aurelian
Okay.
of Baldur's Gate.
You have to put the Baldur's
Of
Gate.
the
The Baldur's Gate.
Thank you. I
You have a lot of names now.
I started out with one, and now I think I have like 5. So
That,
Your name
That's
shortened
two
would be
middle names.
Uftba.
Of the.
Uftba.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm going to call you Uftba now.
You could also make a clan, have a clan name. Like
is
my
good.
dad's clan name is Wisefang. I mean, mine's not, but druids, you know?
I can't say I do know.
That is so cool.
You guys have like wolf descendants or something?
No, my dad just likes to turn into a bear.
That is very cool. What do you
As-
do? You turn
as
into
you
anything
do.
cool?
Not really.
Oh,
Plants and I never really got along that well. I killed
That's
every plant
fair.
I owned as a kid.
same. Well,
Alright, so y'all are, go ahead.
I was just going to say, maybe we should start heading to the place. Nissa, where are we going?
Yeah. I'm gonna take out my navigator's tools and figure shit out.
Yeah. So using your navigator's tools, you're able to begin heading towards the castle ward. But just as you're leaving the market square, a small
leaving the
vendor
market
stall.
Just as we're leaving the market square, I'm like, this is useless. This is for seafaring.
Is it really?
Like that.
Just pretend you're on a boat, and then it's fine, right? I really have to get in the mood. You know, if
I was gonna
pretend
be
I'm on
like,
a boat,
Jen, you want to buy that? But I was like, she must have a reason. Let me not
I
bet a
don't.
game.
No, it's fine.
I
She
should
got
have
it.
known, but I'm
She got
sorry.
it.
Do you want to go back to the stall? Like, you didn't tell me this wasn't going to work if I was on a boat.
The 30-day return policy.
So funny. Now I have navigator's tools for the anytime we ever will be on water.
Yeah, if you're ever on a boat, you are prepared.
Oh man. So yeah, we just leave town and I'm like, fuck.
Oh my. So as you're coming to that realization, a small vendor stall in a shaded corner of the market catches your attention. The merchant is wearing a black leather cloak with a fringed cape and shoulders. Almost looks bird-like in appearance. Their left hand is clad in a sleek black gauntlet, which is cinched around the forearm with a couple of belts. And on the right hand, they're wearing black fingerless gloves, and their hands are kind of clasped together in front of them, like at their groin, as they just stand motionless, staring straight ahead into the crowd. And in the shadow of the cloak's hood, you see 6 eyes glowing, a golden yellow. They're on like a smooth mask with like a little central ridge running down the center. And you all kind of pause for a moment, taking this all in. Then you begin walking towards the stall, feeling drawn to it. You navigate the crowd as time seems to slow down and the sound of the crowded market muffles into nothingness, and as you approach, the merchant's head turns in your direction. The glowing eyes have no pupils or sense of direction. They simply stare right through you. Time seems to stand still as you all reach the stall and stop in unison. It feels like you've been standing here for an eternity. From the silence, you hear something. Is it a voice? It seems to be saying something, but it's too muffled to understand. At the same time, the silence surrounding you transitions into a high-pitched ringing in your ears. Quiet at first, but then growing in intensity. Competing with the ringing, the voice becomes louder and louder and louder. You feel like your heads are going to explode, like you want to cover your ears and curl up into a little ball. Then suddenly, the ringing stops. The noise of the city returns, and the passage of time seems to return to normal. And a surprisingly warm and welcome voice, though slightly distorted, greets you from behind the merchant's mask. She leans slightly towards you and says, "I said, can I help you?"
Yeah. I look at the group just to see if they have the same experience.
Amadi has the biggest smile on their face. Like, after they've recovered, they're just staring at this person, just like
ringing my ears.
Damus checks to see if Bird Friend is okay. And
Bird Friend seems totally fine.
Okay.
Everyone's like visibly frightened and confused.
I noticed.
Are you all okay?
And it's just kind of like meet eyes with Rowan.
How did you do that?
I'm sorry?
Don't act like you didn't know what you just did. How did you do that?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean.
Can I make an insight check, DM?
Yeah, I was like, same. I want to do like some
Yeah,
sort
let's do it.
Is the mask anything? Like, does it, I mean...
I was gonna say I
the
want to know if I can
eyes,
recognize it or something.
Yeah, so it's like a smooth wooden mask with like 6 glowing yellow eyes.
Do I know of anything like... I mean, is that reminiscent of anything?
Yes. So let's roll insight checks to see if she's being truthful about not knowing what the hell just happened. And then roll, I guess, an arcana check to see if you recognize like maybe some kind of magical mask that matches this description.
My insight is low.
Yeah, I'm gonna go anyway. I got a 19 on the Arcana check because Lenosa doesn't really care much about if she is lying or not. She's full on interested in this person.
Okay. So with a low insight check, you genuinely feel like she doesn't know what you're talking about. From her perspective, you just all kind of walked up to her booth and stood there for a moment, and she was like, "Hi, can I help you?"
I got a 17
hello?
on insight.
17 and a 19. Oh, 17 on insight. Yeah, you get the same
insight.
feeling.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got a natural 1 on
As
Arcana.
far as... okay.
I
So
got
for
a
the
19
19
on Arcana.
you can't think of any sort of magical masks or anything that match this description or that have any kind of effects like what you just felt. If anything, it appears to just be an ordinary sort of decorative mask.
What about the rest of her? Because like Lenosa just is studying her, not necessarily the mask.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just it's quite a bizarre outfit, but
Okay.
it's nothing not out of the ordinary, but nothing seems amiss.
Okay. With that being said, Lenosa doesn't say anything, but she turns and creates some distance.
Okay.
Amadi scoots a little bit closer to the stall, and it's like, "What do you sell here?"
Oh, I sell all sorts of exotic goods.
Like?
Well, actually, one of the more popular things that I sell is these Type 1 bags of holdings. I come across tons of them in my travels. All sorts of former adventurers whose corpses have no need for such items. So they're not terribly difficult for me to come by. But I've got 10 gold each for a bag.
I will absolutely be buying one of those. Do you have
Okay.
anything else more interesting or exotic, maybe?
So the bags of holding, and I've got some potions and some other more common goods, but really the way that I like to work is I sort of get a wish list, as you will, and then I go find it.
Oh. How much do you charge for the items off of the wish list?
It depends on what the item is, but typically going rate. If it's particularly difficult, maybe a finder's fee, but market value, I'm not unfair by any means.
Does anyone else want to buy a bag of holding? This is the thing I was talking
How
about
much
that
is
you
it?
could put the
Can I
horse
look
in.
at it?
It's gold, 10 gold.
Yeah, 10
Well,
gold
I-
pieces. Yeah,
I
most
would
people,
like one
they
too.
don't have 2,500 gold pieces laying around, and frankly, I don't know how many of the merchants get away with charging those prices for these things, but 10 gold pieces and they're yours.
I would like to stick my hand inside of the one that I bought before anyone else buys one, just in case. I'm going to stick my left hand in because I am right-handed.
Okay, roll for initiative. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, it's a fucking bag of devouring. I knew it.
You kind of investigate it. You're like, this seems too good to be true. This is a really good deal. Plus, the outfit she's wearing, whatever just happened, like, this is weird, but it's a normal bag of holding to your investigation.
Is there any way to, like, I know we did, I mean, if the previous insight check counts, or if it's, I mean, is there any way to tell if it's too good to be true? Like, it seems very, very cheap.
Cheap.
I'd like to do an Arcana check. I did take the one out of Amadi's hand and was like doing everything with it possible. So, investigation, Arcana, just in case it's a bag of tricks or a bag of something else. Like, it is a bag of holding, yes, but
Silly Nisa, tricks are for kids.
Yeah, no, she absolutely understands your hesitation, and she kind of explains to you again. She's like, "Look, I'm sorry. I should maybe introduce myself if it puts you at ease. I go by Raven because sometimes dealing in exotic goods can sometimes have repercussions, and it's just best if nobody knows my identity. And truthfully, I come across these things all the time. You go into a cave, there's a bunch of skeletons from some former adventurers, and you just take the stuff that's on them. They're not using them anymore, so I gather them up and I resell them. And frankly, bags of holding are so trivial. It just, if I was selling them for market price, I'd never get rid of them, and I'd just have stocks and stocks and stocks of them.
Danis kind of like pays attention for the first time during this conversation, kind of like lowers himself to her eye level.
Okay.
How much birdseed will this hold?
It'll hold, if I'm not mistaken, roughly 250 pounds.
Danis kind of like feels around on his person and then just kind of like hands her the whole gold bag, which has more than 10 gold.
No, Dennis,
If she
no.
takes it, then
Yeah, so she'll take it from me and she'll be like, "Oh, this is way too much," and she'll take 10 gold pieces out, and you all can see she clearly takes just the 10 gold pieces out and hands it back.
Dennis, if you're buying, I left all my gold in my house.
Lenosa is like
kind of
that
is
friend
holding
at the
the
state
bag.
fair that like won't go on the ride and is like way far back, just kind of like
That bag will hold a lot of birdseed.
Danis
I
is
do
just kind of
want
like
one.
holding his gold still and then just kind of like hands
That's
it over
fair.
to
They're
Nisa.
probably
Shouldn't give
cursed.
that away so freely, Dennis.
I don't like it.
It would get you a lot of birdseed. More.
You know what, Dennis?
He looks
I'm taking
very
the 10
conflicted.
gold. I gave her the 10 gold. I have this bag, but I just want you to know that I'm going to make you something so much better. So it's like a temporary give and take. We're upscaling our friendship financially. This is a transactional. Thank you for the bag. And I just tie it on my side.
Danis takes his backpack with the birdseed within it off of his back, puts it into the bag of holding. So he's got a bag and a bag and a bag.
Beautiful.
Amazing. I too would like one, if you don't mind.
Certainly.
How many bags are there?
Oh, I've probably got 100 or so.
Has to be a scam, but you know what?
I-
I understand that role.
Can I insight check to see if she's legit, or did our previous rolls count for that? As far as like,
You can do another insight check just to be sure.
22.
22. Yeah, no, you get no weird vibes from her. She is very warm, very welcoming, very understanding. She kind of understands that this is the first time you all have sort of experienced a vendor like herself, so she's more than willing to take the time that's needed to make you comfortable with the transactions.
It freaks me out even more that it's it's legit. Like that worries me even more.
Like it would make almost more sense if it was a scam.
I'd feel it more at ease.
really.
I'd feel way more at ease. And like, I would take one as well then. I will hand over 10 gold.
All right.
For a bag. Running low on funds now, but here we are.
Hey, you're adventurers. You're sure to come across some more gold soon, right? That's the plan anyway.
Hopefully.
Well, now Lenosa is the only one of us that isn't cursed, probably. I think we're ready to go.
Yeah. Lenosa, are you gonna ponder it anymore? Or are you
Nope.
holding steady?
She is out of earshot. Or
Okay.
if she is in earshot, she's not paying attention.
It's fair.
There's
It's
just one more
probably
thing
smart.
that I want to do before we leave, just as
Sure.
a side note.
And Rowan will hold up her bag of holding and do a little thing. Just be like, and do not overstuff or put yourself in this unless you would like to be scattered across the astral plane. Yes?
Yes.
Visual confirmation, please.
I think we could fit
Yes.
Nisa in there though, and I believe, if I remember reading correctly about them, they have 10 minutes of viable air in there before there is no more oxygen and then the living being dies.
I don't
You're not
wanna-
putting me in there.
yes.
Why would
I
you
do
even
not
say
wanna
that?
Find that out.
I may or may not have read
volunteer
about
for
it at
that?
least 3 times when I was talking to other adventurers.
I'm impressed
I'm gonna
by your
test it.
knowledge. That's exactly right. Roughly about 10 minutes of air in the bag of holding. Can hold about 250 pounds and 30 cubic feet. It's quite the device.
See, Nisa, if we put most of your body in there but leave your head hanging out of the top, then you have unlimited
Let's
breathing
not
air.
put Nisa in the bag. That's not.
Rowan,
Okay, we don't have to. it's an option. If her legs get
I
tired,
don't understand any of what you said.
that's fine.
If you put too much in the bag, then it will
That does happen.
go out into a different dimension.
Correct. And if you put a bag within a bag or a bag within a portable hole or any such pocket dimension type device, it'll rip a hole in space-time and suck you into the astral plane.
That's not too
So
That bad?
bad.
That's
Very
bad.
Bad, yes, very bad.
That's like
So I should
last
take the bag.
effort.
Out of the bag.
No, you're okay. It's the magic bag inside of another magic bag is the problem. Normal bag inside of magic bag, not a problem. So if Rowan and I were to take our magic bags and I gesture at Rowan's and I gesture at mine, and we were to put these inside of each other, bad. Very bad. But if we were to take your birdseed bag, put birdseed bag inside the magic bag, no problems.
How do you keep track of what is a magic bag and what isn't?
Hopefully you just keep one magic bag on you at all times so nothing gets confusing.
Or you could label them.
True. You could also theoretically just dump your birdseed in that bag without second bag and then just count your hand of birdseed anytime you want. You just reach in and think birdseed and then you get handed birdseed. So you don't even have to put bag inside bag.
I don't like it.
That's fair. If you don't want it, I can hold it for you if it makes you uncomfortable. And then whenever you need birdseed, I can just dole out birdseed for you.
No, I'll keep the birdseed in the bag so that it's all together.
Okay.
And then it's in the backpack,
Okay.
which is in the magic backpack.
Okay.
Oh,
No, you're fine. That's fine. Right, Rowan? That's fine.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, somebody else comfort him that's better at this than me. Maybe Rowan.
He gets distracted, looks at the bird, and looks
He's
very
like,
comforted.
Okay, that's
You know
good.
what? I'll make labels for the backs.
I think that's a good idea.
That would be really helpful.
That'll be my road activity, my teleportation activity. Yeah, one of those.
I love that.
All right. Nisa, you said you had one more thing to do, or was it Aurelian? Somebody said they had
was
one more thing to
Aurelian.
do. Aurelian, okay.
Yeah, as in our conversations, if we're chit-chatting, I was going to see if there's anybody around, maybe a beggar or something like that.
Yeah, you could, they're bound to be around, absolutely.
Sure. All right, I will find one, and I will toss him a gold coin.
Okay.
And so, what does it say? Does Lady Luck smile upon us today?
You're saying that to the beggar or something?
Yeah. Is it heads or tails?
Ooh, 1 second. Let me flip a coin. Heads.
Nice. Then that means both good fortunes for you and myself.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, sir.
Enjoy. May the Lady of Luck guide you.
You as well. All right.
Meet up with the group.
Excellent. So, you make your way downtown, walking fast as the faces passed, but you're not homebound. Instead, you're following Austin's instructions. You locate the Street of Bells, and you travel along it until you approach the middle of the block between Seldith Street and Buckle Alley. There, the Tower of the Order comes into view. It stands 4 stories high and is surrounded by a magical fence of green sparkling, which is coalesced into the green sparkling light, which has coalesced into the symbols of Mystra and Azuth, the mother of all magic, and one of her servants, the Lord of Spells. Above the tower's ingress is a mosaic of the Hand of Azuth, which is said to guard the tower, ready to fire spells at any would-be intruders. As you pass through the entryway and enter this splendid tower, an Eluskan woman, tall and fair-skinned with steel eyes, greets you. Mayor Seltzoon, Lady Master of the Order, how may we be of service?
Austin sent us.
For that.
Ah, Austin, yes, a good lad. Did he give you any particular instructions to relay?
Sorelli.
Sorelli. Ah, his sister, yes. She lives up in Drellin's Ferry, I believe.
We were told that you could perhaps provide us transportation, perhaps teleportation to the area.
Ah, quite. That makes perfect sense. Yes. Now, we don't have a teleportation circle directly in Drellin's Ferry, but we do have one in Everland, which I'm sure he told you is not but a day's travel away.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too much trouble.
Okay, well, if you're ready, I can take you now.
Indeed.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Are we ready to leave the walls? Are we?
I think we.
Nisa,
Yes.
we are.
Perfect. Follow me. And Mare leads you to a large circular room with only a small cabinet hanging on the wall. Please, stand here, as she points to a spot on the ground in the center of the room, before she walks over to the cabinet and opens it. Inside, there appears to be various chalks and inks, of which Mare takes a few. Stand close, the spell will only take a moment to cast. With the chalk, she draws 3 concentric circles around you, the largest being 10 feet wide. Then, with the ink, she begins inscribing various sigils, before she steps back and incants. Noi Tatropelic Elcric. Everlund. One of the sigils erupts in blue light. The one beside it follows, and another, until you are surrounded by these glowing sigils. The outer circle alights. The middle circle alights. The inner circle alights. And finally, the entire floor beneath you glows. You feel yourself pulled in a dimension that has no precedent. It's not up or down, or forward or back. It's some new direction, entirely alien and incomprehensible. Your stomach lurches and you stumble, trying to maintain your balance, but in an instant, the sensation stops. The lights fade away, and Mare is gone. You guys find yourself standing in a room identical to the one that you departed. The large wooden doors that separate the parlor from the teleportation room are standing closed. The cabinet on the wall is closed. The only real difference is Mare's not here. And as you're kind of like taking this in, has anybody teleported before? Is this a new experience for all of you?
Nisa just.
Rowan's teleported before.
Who else has teleported before?
Never.
Danis isn't from this plane, so I imagine he has teleported before.
Okay, so at least once. Maybe not in that exact way, but...
Right.
Okay, right on. Well, as you're sitting there kind of collecting your thoughts and puking up your guts, the doors creak open. And through it enters an old man with a beard hanging well below his waist and a floppy blue hat. Hello, travelers. I'm Crowin Vlaro, Archmage of the Moongleam Tower. Welcome to Everland.
What was his name? Sorry.
Crowin Valero. I will spell it for you if you'd like.
I think I got it.
Okay. It's a weird name, but we can figure that out.
Greetings, Crowan.
Hi.
Hey. Hello. Would you have a good, safe trip?
We're here in one piece.
We did.
I see we have some first-time teleporters. I could. Yeah. Quite, I can tell. I'm sure that you're exhausted. It's been quite a long day, I'm sure. Yeah, actually, you all haven't rested yet. You fought the giant rats and the centipedes and the inferno spiders. You went shopping. Now you're teleported 100 miles or 700 miles from Waterdeep. I'm sure you want to rest, right?
That would be nice.
It would be nice.
Could enjoy one. Absolutely.
Right. Well, Everland has a few taverns available to you. There's the Dreaming Dragon, which is quite popular among the elves and the halflings. Of course, there's also the Missing Minotaur, favored by the sort of rougher elements that are not often welcomed at the other taverns. But for you, I might recommend the Stag at Bay. It caters to hunters and adventurer types.
Is bad that I want to go to the Minotaur one?
I want to go to the. I was thinking that too. I was like, why don't they want people? Does that mean that they're not going to want Danis? Danis' skin is like blue.
And
it's
I think anybody would
it's
want
quite
that.
a night tavern. Don't get me wrong. It's just rowdy is putting it nicely.
Is it like bar fights and thieves or what? Like,
I certainly want to keep your hand on your coin purse.
Oh, I don't want to go there.
I don't even have one anymore.
Nothing to worry about then.
Oh,
Danis
I still
looks
have it.
around in a panic. Did the bird friend get teleported?
The bird friend, I imagine, left at some point during Waterdeep.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
I've stolen him from his home.
Oh no! Go back!
Danis looks very panicked, looks to his shoulder, and then visibly relaxes his body.
I want to go to the quiet one that's safe.
So there was three. There's the Stag at Bay, Missing Minotaur, and another. What was it?
The Dreaming Dragon.
Yes.
That sounds cool. Is there a dragon there?
Only in name, I'm afraid. Or I say I should be quite happy that it's only in name.
And what's the deal with the first one, the Dreaming Dragon?
Oh, it's a lovely tavern. It's just the elves and the halflings sort of, it's kind of their place. More likely to find those sorts around there.
I want to see, like, Linosa kick someone's ass in a bar fight.
You know, we could certainly get a drink at the Missing Minotaur, even if we don't stay there.
I mean, I'm always down for a drink.
You know?
I think that's a better idea, and then get a room at the place where we could actually rest.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, you put your coin purses, take your coin purse, and put it like in your shirt, like down so that it's against your stomach. That way no pickpocket can reach it without it being very obvious.
You seem really accustomed to that, huh?
I have spent time in both Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate. You know, pickpockets everywhere. Have to be
I think
careful.
you might have just taught Aurelian how to take money from us.
No, I think Aurelian probably already knew how to do that.
I would never take money from you.
Yeah,
Good.
wholesome.
Yeah, it's there's enough time.
Lenosa kind of like adjusts underneath as if to like be like already done kind of a thing.
She's like, I got this.
Yeah. You're just now securing your coin purses?
Mine's been there for years. See, Lenosa's got it, just like that. That's good, Lenosa. And I'll
I
just
wanna
sort
drink.
of tuck mine where it goes.
I just
Let's
have
go
like
get
a
the
bunch of different bags on me at all times. So if they could pick one and it could just be like a bag of coal, they could pick one and it'd just be like a bag of sand. Like
Sand. Pickpockets have
In
to
fact,
roll
no one has to
percentile
roll a
dice.
d20 and that determines what it is.
Yeah, so, like, okay, let's see. What is it? Oh, it's a bag of bat guano. Cool.
Aurelian
You picked
does
the
have
bag of
his-
bees.
Not the bees!
Sorry, Hero. What?
No, you're fine. Aurelian does have his hidden, like, naturally, but, like, he also does have a bag that's sitting, like, on the outside full of some coins, so
Okay.
That's for the pickpockets. It's the distraction tool.
something like that.
Yeah. So drinks at the Dreaming Dragon and then find a place to sleep at Staggett Bay. That's the plan.
I think
Yes.
drinks at the missing Minotaur.
Missing
Oh,
Minotaur,
missing Minotaur. That's
Missing
right. That's right.
Stag.
Correct. Yeah.
We get our rooms
There's
first.
about a.
I would like
should.
to go check into our place first so I can leave
Secure
all
the
of
room
my
first.
stuff that I just bought in my room.
Also, we'll go with.
Hey, that's
Okay,
clever.
Lenosa. We can
Very
meet you guys
smart.
there. I could take all of our stuff, or you guys can.
I think that's a good idea. There's some
let's
things
do
I'd like
that.
to leave in the room.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. So you can head over to the Staggett Bay and get checked in. Are you all going to stay in your own rooms, or are you going to kind of group up into smaller groups?
How much?
So I left all my money back in Waterdeep.
Ah,
I'm just
right.
like babe puppy dog eyeing like anybody will look at me.
How much are the
Rowan
rooms?
instantly folds. Pays for the room.
The rooms are actually really affordable. They're the amount of money that you all have. It's like a couple silver pieces for each room.
Oh, yes.
Dennis.
Lenosa didn't
turns-
spend any money, so.
Well, if it's only 2 silver pieces.
Let's see. It's Staggett Bay. It's kind of a modest tavern. We'll say 5 silver pieces per room, and that's going to include just the room itself. If you want to get some meals in the morning, it'll be an additional 5 silver pieces each.
If there's enough.
I would like to eat Aurelian if you're paying.
Who said I was?
I don't know. You're the one asking the guy the questions.
I'm running light on coins these days.
Oh my god. I'll just give the innkeeper 2 gold. And I'm like, there, Nissa, now you get your own room. I get my own room. We get food.
You see me do like a little happy waddle, like back and forth, and then I just.
She chose to do this.
All right. So you get your room key equivalent, whatever that might be, or maybe you just get assigned rooms. I don't know how that kind of thing works, honestly. Didn't really give it much thought. But you get your rooms. You can safely get to them and deposit your safe goods so that they don't get lifted from you when you go get some drinks later. And are you going straight over to the Minotaur, or are you taking your time?
So Dennis did hand Nisa his coin back in Waterdeep, but I did not calculate how much it was because I don't think I ever got a price for Birdseed from you, Nolan.
Oh, you're right. Let's say I can't have been more than a gold for a bag of birdseed, maybe a couple silver at most.
Okay, I'll take away a gold.
Okay.
Nisa has 29 gold from Dennis. So when it's like Dennis is just kind of like standing there, like not really sure what's going on in this tavern lobby.
Did you grant Nisa conservatorship?
Jinkies.
Free Dennis.
Oh, Dennis, I forgot to give this back.
He like kind of squints at it. You're not sure if it's because it's metal or because it was down your shirt.
I give you your little coin purse back, but it's in a different colored bag.
Dennis doesn't even notice.
I liked your velvety red bag.
How?
Dennis just kind of like looks at the bag, looks at the tavern keep, looks back at the bag, hands him the bag.
Damn it, Dennis!
Nissa, could
What?
you?
Take that back!
Can I have that back?
Now open it and take one out and give him the one. I only say that because that's like our form of living. Like you need the money in order to pay for things in the future. And sometimes one time I'm calling it, you're going to hand it to someone who's going to run away and you're not going to be able to do anything.
Well, so they would take my thing
Yeah.
from me?
Not this person. They run this place. I'm sure they don't want to rob us, but someone, if you're just going to hand them your money every time, your whole bag,
I'm sorry.
don't apologize to me. You'll be sorry later. Then I just leave the conversation.
I'm sorry now. Oh,
Oh.
Dennis kind of looks to whoever's to his right.
I'm sorry, Rowan.
Ironically, Rowan's on his left. No, I'm kidding.
That was left from right.
Rowan.
So how about some drinks?
I would like to go get drunk, yes.
Okay. So are you setting out to get messed up, or is that going to be maybe an accidental happenstance?
I'm not setting out to get, like, messed up. I would just like to drink. And
Okay.
I'm
an eye
only
on the
setting
local
out
wildlife.
to win a competition of shots. Points at Aurelian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah? We could play quarters.
We could.
Well, I mean, we could play golders. I don't know what quarters would be called.
Copper.
the coppers,
We could
probably
We could play
the
coppers.
safest.
There we go. We can play coppers.
We'll play copies.
I'll play
up for a
coppers
game.
with you. Anyone else want to play coppers?
I will referee.
Okay,
Keep track.
I've never played this game.
Let's teach
Oh,
him how to
I'll
play.
teach you.
Yeah. This would be good.
Lenosa, wanna play coppers with us?
Lenosa, you couldn't sit this out unless you're afraid to lose, right?
Oh? I can get the abacus from
When-
my room before we go.
When Aurelian says the word lose, she like the eyes snap open and they narrow for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Perfect. That's good.
Who's on my team?
I'll be on your team. I'm really good at coppers.
Okay.
I'll teach you how to play.
So are we, is this a fun retreat, or are you going to be doing any work while you're there?
I would like to be scoping it out for people who look like they might be needing assistance. But mostly
Alright.
just having fun and bonding.
Mostly just a nice little
you know, team
family
building.
night out. Yeah, yeah.
Lenosa was, and then Aurelian said the word lose, and so
Sure.
Now the competitive nature is coming out.
I'm still going to try to make some friends, figure out what's, figure out what's going on, kind of. We're about, a day's travel from where we're trying to head to?
Yeah, so if you wake up in the morning and head immediately out, you'll get there by sunset, night, dusk, dark, end of day.
PM time.
Sleepy time for the sun.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you head on over to the Missing Minotaur, and you walk in, and it is crowded. It is packed. There are quite the assortment of people here, just drinking, having a good old time. You don't necessarily feel in danger, but you definitely think it's a good call to have your coin purses cinched up. Absolutely.
I find the corneriest corner table that will fit all 6 people at it and go and sprawl my tiny body like, take it while I wait for everyone else to come to the table with drinks.
Are you just going to sit down and play some quarters or coppers, excuse me?
Coppers, yeah. So I get out
Coppers.
my coppers and I'm waiting for someone to come with empty glasses.
Yeah, they can bring you some empty glasses. Everybody who's playing coppers, you're going to set out some cups in front of you. You get your little copper pieces out. And the way this game works is you just try to throw it into the cup. Does it have to bounce first, or does it just have to, are you trying to land it in?
Bounce it into the cups.
Yes.
Bounce it into the
Table
cups,
once, if
all
it
right.
hits the table twice. You're done. You're out of here.
Gotcha. So if it misses, you take a drink, right? And if
Yep.
you sink it, everybody else takes a drink?
Yep.
All right, well, who wants to go first?
I will.
You will? All right, make a a dex check or what a dex save. I'll let you choose whichever one.
That's a 22.
22. All right.
I just not a fan of general mead.
That is very acceptable. I will drink for you, but you have to really try to get it in the cup because I can only do so much.
I will try.
I believe in you.
22. Off to a good start there, Lenosa. You sink it.
And I'm looking directly at Aurelian the entire time. I don't even look at the cup.
Yeah. I see Lenosa looking at
I'm
me,
not
and
ready.
I'm up for this. So
All right.
it's so we can do a dex save.
Or a check, whichever one
check.
you want.
Got it. Natural 1. Natural 1.
Oh my god! All right.
Lenosa staring at me threw me off a little bit.
All right. So you take a drinky drink. Who's next?
Nisa gets excited and is like, ha ha, and then just like throws a coin down.
All right. Dex save or check?
14.
14. You get it in.
And I point at Rowan.
You got this.
Well, I can't do as bad as Aurelian, so
You can't
Let's
miss
see.
that badly. It literally stuck into the wall.
and they got 18 with not D&D Beyond.
Nice. See, those are the dice you should be rolling, not the D&D Beyond
I
dice.
remembered.
D&D Beyond is a great natural one simulator if you ever need one, but otherwise, not so much. Dennis?
Dennis, here's a copper.
So, I know that you said that it would be a dex save or a dex check, but since this is his first time playing, could I potentially kind of do the opposite of like a DC? And if I make it over with strength, he fucking yeets that coin?
Yeah, so like do a strength check, and if you meet the challenge rating, then it just like you hurl it into the cup with some gusto. Absolutely.
Yes, but like only because he doesn't understand the game yet. Not
Yeah,
like I
right,
don't
right.
want to do that every time.
Yeah, no, I get it. Go for it.
He
Dennis,
demolishes
you're gonna focus. Look at the cup. Get lined up. Here, take this in your
Lines.
fingers. Take it.
Fingers.
Okay, hold it in front of your nose. You're gonna throw it onto the table, and then it's gonna bounce into the cup. I believe in you.
I'm gonna throw it at the table.
Oh, yes, but okay, yes.
I'm gonna throw it at the table.
Oh God!
I actually threw that dice off of my. So if it's if
The roleplay
if
became
it
too real.
is a strength save, it's dirty 20. If it's a strength check, it's an 18.
Okay, so you throw that coin right at the table, and it like takes a chunk out of the table as it like
Yes.
it hits the table, and like because it takes the chunk out, it kind of like flies straight up in the air and kind of like bounces off some chandeliers and whatnot before falling into the cup.
Oh, you did it.
I have never seen that in my entire
was,
life.
I thought
That
that was
was a-
going to go through the table.
A wagon ride of emotions just now.
Yeah, I would also drink to
Did
that.
I?
That's-
Gladly. Did I mess
You
up?
did it!
No, you did it.
Great.
You did it! Nisa like jumps up and stands on the chair, but is still not as tall as everybody.
It's not as good. That's a 13.
A 13. You make it.
Oh, shit.
So you sink the copper. Everybody's gone now, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Not a bad round. Weirdly enough, Aurelian was the only one that didn't make a copper in on the first round, but round 2, time to redeem yourselves.
Round 2 fights.
You're buying next round, loser.
I don't have the coins.
Sorry, Lenosa, you're leading off round 2.
That's a 17.
17 makes it.
Okay.
All right.
And again,
everybody
still looking at Aurelian.
just
Doesn't
staring.
look at the cup, just like
That is a 22.
Oh,
22 nails it. Everybody's coming into their own now.
pressure's
Nisa?
on.
Oh, that's what you have to do. Sorry, I forgot.
I got an unnatural 20. I get excited because everyone is making it in, and I'm just like,
Man, you guys are all really good at coppers. Rowan, you're up.
Oh, baby. I got an 18.
18.
yeah.
All
Like,
right.
Jesus Christ.
Dennis?
Am I doing Dex or Strength?
Whichever you want. Dex is the one you're supposed to be doing, but if you want to keep yeeting them,
I think Danis kind of figured out that something was wrong based off of the reactions of everyone. So that's going to
Okay.
be 12.
12 still makes it. Amadi?
That is a 13 again.
13. You all are crushing it. Alrighty. Lenosa.
I'm just like rooting Lenosa on the side. I'm like, go Lenosa, go Lenosa, go Lenosa.
No, that's extreme.
That's a 26. Nat 20 plus 6.
God.
The glass shattered.
amazing.
All right, let's keep it moving, Aurelian.
Oh,
You can do it.
who would have thought? 20.
20. All right, Nisa.
No, an 8.
An 8. You miss.
Ah!
It's about time.
Drink.
I take the
The
drink.
rules.
Rowan.
12.
12. Just makes it. Danis.
Here I go.
19.
19 makes it. Amadi.
A 16.
16. All right, we're just cooking right along. Let's bring it back to round 4. Lenosa.
I root for Dennis a little bit. Like, I know we're not on the
Like
same team, but I
nobody.
kind of root for him.
Also a 16.
All right, Aurelian.
Do you ever miss? 24.
24. All right, Nisa.
Okay, I'm redeemed. 21.
Okay, got it. Rowan.
17.
17. All right, Danis.
16.
16. All right, Amadi.
That one is a 10.
Misses. All right. So you all have you've all had a few drinks now. You're starting to feel it. You're starting to get buzzed. Mechanically, you know what that means? That means we're going to start rolling with disadvantage. Round 5. Lenosa leading us off.
Lenosa, I believe in you.
They're both 19.
Both 19. Oh my god. Lenosa's just fucking dead-eyeing Aurelian this whole time.
There's no way.
The plus 6 dex, baby.
Same.
That's a 6.
You be like that.
Wowza.
Natural 20, but it's a
man.
disadvantage, so just 20. A dirty 20.
Okay. All right, Nisa.
Oh, fuck. Nat 1. I don't even have to roll again. So I got 3. Lisa's like leaning aside.
Yep. All right, Rowan.
Do I have to roll disadvantage because Rowan's not drinking?
Oh, you're not.
There's
So
Rowan
what
said,
are you
I'm
doing?
drinking for Rowan.
So,
Oh,
Amadi
shit.
should be gone.
luckily I haven't missed yet. So,
Yeah, Rowan hasn't missed yet.
Yeah.
I've only
Okay.
drank one time, but I am drinking
Okay.
for Rowan. So if she fails,
either way, I think it passes because it's a 13 and a 14.
Okay, it does pass. So just for my notes, Rowan and Lenosa. Well, Lenosa hasn't drank yet because she's a badass. Rowan hasn't drank yet because Rowan's not drinking, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, and Danis, you're up.
So technically, the rules of the game was that if someone made it, everyone else drinks.
So everybody's
people-
been-
Oh, right. That I knew there was a reason to it. That's right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay,
minus Rowan.
Fair enough.
minus Rowan. Okay,
Technically,
that's
we've
right.
had a lot of drinks because everyone.
I was going to say, I knew there was a reason. But yeah, okay.
Yep.
That's right. So Rowan hasn't drank yet because piety and all that, but everybody else, they're a few in.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Should be.
So 9s for 11.
All right, that one is going to miss.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, so we're
Danis
starting to get
looks
some
at his
misses
teammates and
here.
apologizes.
No,
I'm sorry.
don't be sorry. You're fine.
I got a 15 with disadvantage.
15. Alrighty.
Nice.
Round
Good
6,
job.
Lenosa.
I'm going to use my invisible mage hand next time to gently guide it into the cup.
Oh, you're going to cheat?
No. Not cheating.
19. He's the lowest.
19 again? Holy crap! Somebody check Lenosa's coppers.
I know.
Plus 6x is terrifying.
All right, Aurelian.
That's probably gonna be it. 9.
Aurelian.
9 misses.
I get a +6 dex as well, but
It's just not rolling as well. Yeah. Nisa, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay, 14 or a 16. So 14.
14 misses. And with that drink, you feel it kind of start bubbling in your gut. You're just retching a little bit. And then you just kind of
stop.
pass out on the table. Rowan, without disadvantage.
Before I do my turn, I'm going to make sure that Nissa is on her side and doing the whole.
Yeah. So you kind of gently maneuver her so she doesn't choke.
Yeah.
Good character.
Yep, let's see. Let's roll. It's a not one.
No, Rowan.
I look back. I look at the copper. I look at Amadi. I look back at the copper. I look back at Amadi.
It's fine. It's fine. And I just
It'll be okay.
I'm sorry.
Danis.
10.
10 is going to be a miss. Amadi.
14.
14.
The other one was natural 20.
So your copper piece is like it hits the cup or the lip of the cup and just kind of hangs there for feels like an eternity, and then it falls into the cup.
Okay, we're good.
Lenosa.
13.
13 just barely makes it in. How is Lenosa not missed? This is amazing.
She doesn't miss.
God, nope.
Aurelian.
Aurelian's
Eight.
just drunk.
8.
8.
Take a drink. Rowan.
Right. Oof. Nat 20.
Nice.
The duality.
Amadi is saved.
Madis is clapping loudly. There's 2 mage hands clapping behind him.
Danis.
13.
13. So with this drink that you take, you start to feel. Have you ever been drunk before?
No.
No. So this is a new feeling for you. You start to feel kind of like everything starts spinning, and you feel kind of upset tummy, and before you know it, you're getting real sleepy, and you fall asleep at the table.
Dana still has his coin purse clenched in his hand from when it was handed back by Nisa.
Okay, so you're just like clenching it as you're like.
Birdseed is spilling out from his headdress.
Lenosa? I'm waiting for a miss.
Not this turn, bud. 17 plus 6.
Oh my god! So just so everybody knows what's going on, we started out at a DC 10 dex check on these, and every time you take a drink, the DC increases by 1. And Lenosa has killed it every time. This is incredible.
Wow.
Aurelian.
It was a 19 and a 17, so the 19 took a little bit, and I was like,
I am alright to admit. I lost.
admit defeat.
I lost. And I think we should probably. I can't carry Dana.
Aurelian, 2 of the team is asleep. All we have to do is beat Lenosa.
Who is going to carry Danis?
Fuck.
It's not going to be me. I will just.
Lenosa, I think you're the most capable here. And Amadi just sort of smacks their arm like there's nothing. I am not strong.
We could put him on my shield and then tie a rope, and it'll be like a little sled.
Oh, that's perfect. And then you drag much easier than lift. I agree. That is good.
Yeah, you can just put this in a bag of holding. It'll be fine.
Yeah, she's got 10 minutes to breathe.
Oh god. I'd like to reach a hand out to Lenosa. and offer it in an acceptance of defeat.
She like takes his hand and moves it so that it's directly in front of her because it's like over to the side. And shakes it.
Good game.
Rowan wants to wave over a barkeep and get some bread so they can have something to soak it all up.
Nice.
Good idea. Absolutely. Yeah, you can get some bread.
Can't carry 5 people.
Can I see if I could possibly get Danis up on his feet?
You're probably going to need some help with that, but let's roll a strength check to see. You are fairly large. That is that you've got that in your favor.
Aurelian, do that thing with your
Oh no.
do that thing with your magic spell where you make
14.
us all
Thing where you make
stronger,
people feel good.
feel better about themselves, maybe.
Vanessa, you can do this.
14.
I will give you bardic inspiration.
You're going to need it.
I'll be your biggest hype man right now.
This is D6.
If you 14, you can almost move Danis, but not quite. But with the bardic inspiration, it gives you just enough hype motivation to get him picked up.
Okay.
The undefeated copper champion.
I was gonna say if it's you said a plus. You said it's a D6 plus D6.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That would help. It's 20.
Nice. Nailed it. Yeah. So you go to pick Danis up, we're like, oh, heavier than I expected, and then just right up out of the chair.
Perfect.
Right. I will get him to his room.
All
and then I will
right.
be meditating.
I will pick
Perfect.
up Nessa and put her over my shoulder. This is something I can handle.
You're strong.
Oh. All right. So you all get to your rooms, have a good night's sleep. Is there anything you want to do before bed?
Grab some water.
I would like to
Some water. Hydrate.
make sure everyone has a little water next to their bed so they can drink it whenever they wake up.
Oh, Lenosa's already on it. She's been in many a drinking contest, so like as soon as she got Danis to the room, she's got a bunch of water and some bread.
So y'all go to sleep. You wake up. You hydrated, which was smart. You feel a little bit better. You definitely feel a little weary from the night's shenanigans, but boy, that was fun. And I imagine you all head straight out because you want to get to Drellin's Ferry before nightfall, right?
I do have a thing.
Oh,
So I woke up a little bit early because I had an invention in my brain.
okay.
And I am still partially drunk while crafting this, but I just am sitting in my, I almost said dorm room. I'm sitting in my hotel room and I start taking out items and the room is just fucking trashed. It's full of just like metal pieces and wood and all sorts of stuff. And I take out these brass knuckles that I bought and I crush up the blue topaz that I found, or the blue, what was it? It was blue quartz.
I can't remember.
The blue quartz.
Blue
that I
quartz,
found.
yeah.
And I start whittling it into the brass knuckles, and I craft magic brass knuckles.
Ooh.
And they have on each knuckle they have a little blue quartz spike.
Nice. So that's what that was for. Dope.
So I have magic, which is kind of just something that I crafted. So nice. That's what I did. That's what I did for the last 2 hours of my long rest.
All right. So from Everland, you follow a caravan track for several hours, which winds its way along the south side of a narrow creek with no untoward experiences. The plains here are flat and grassy. Occasionally, there's some large cottonwood trees that grow along the stream, but in general, the plain is unforested. A few more hours pass and the track enters a region of prosperous farms surrounded by fields of grain, pastures for cows and goats, and rolling hills of wild grass. You continue as the sun begins setting, casting a beautiful golden hue across the landscape. A cluster of buildings and trees becomes visible ahead as you crest a hill. Stone walls of a temple on the northern outskirts of town, and a large grove of elms is visible beyond the lake in the middle. Additionally, there's some wooden buildings that border the road as it loosely follows the shoreline. You're not much more than 1,000 feet from the edge of town when an overpowering and nauseating scent catches your nose. It's like nothing you've ever smelled before, like boiled cabbage mixed with rotten skunk, and yet so much worse. The gentle breeze, which was once welcomed and refreshing, now carries this rancid stench, and it just blows into your face. But as you pass a small grove of trees not far off the trail, the smell begins to dissipate. Perhaps now you are upwind of the source.
I don't like that.
When Danis smells this, he's been covering his eyes the whole time that they've been walking, by the way. He just walks over to a tree, leans all of his weight on it, and retches.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, God.
No, that's valid.
What in the hells? What is that smell?
Dennis, do you recognize that smell? Is that something that happens in nature a lot?
No.
You sound sad.
My head hurt.
Did you drink water?
I drank so much water already.
You sound exactly like me when I've had too much to drink.
Hey, Lenosa? We've been traveling and I've been nervous and I don't know how to give these to you, but I made these last night as like a token of winning. And I just like hold up brass knuckles to you and they have the quartz.
And she kneels down and kind of like takes them in her hand and just stares at them for like an uncomfortably long time and then closes her hands. Nisa, thank you.
Of course. If you punch, you'll punch harder and it'll hurt more because it has the spikes. So your D4 for an unarmed strike turns into a D6.
Ooh. You know what I think we should do is I think we should go to the map.
Let's do it.
I think it's a great idea.
Ooh. Ta-da!
Map.
Nisa, you get the idea that these mean a little bit more than what you thought they meant. So when she finally does say thank you, and she kind of like slides them on her hands for a second just to kind of feel it out. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And she like takes them off and just like sets them in a bosom for now.
And I look at Danis puking. I'm like, I have an idea, but I need more time to think about it.
Danis,
Everybody
You might
roll it.
want to take
Go
some
ahead.
time to be away from Danis for a little bit.
I'm gonna try to comfort Danis.
I also
Nice
made another
soothing
thing.
back rub.
I'll rub
see
his
it?
back.
Danis, do you want to see something cool? It might make you feel better.
No.
Oh, does anyone want to see something cool? I made it last night.
I want to see something cool.
Oh, I want to see
Brain is
something cool too.
exploding.
Bruin, you want to see something? Okay, so I take out a small little armadillo out of my bag, and it's just rolled up like a what is that bug? A roly poly?
Yeah.
You built a bug? Roly poly?
No, well, so he's like he's a weapon, and I just like press a little button on the side of him, and he just rolls out, and he's a armadillo shaped homunculus that has metal framing with spikes on the edge of each of the metal slots, and he has a little bright red nose that was made out of one of the rocks I bought, and all of the metal sheets, all the metal items in my body, they're gone.
So that's what she was using them for.
So you need a little metal friend.
Yeah, but just watch. I programmed him to do some cool stuff. He might break. I'm not sure. He's Target. I'm naming him Target
Target?
I love him.
because he'll hit the target every time. Watch.
But he's not the target, though.
No, but he hits the target.
I see.
My new plan for my new shop. I have it. I had the idea last night while we were talking, and I'm gonna make a new shop called Target, and it's gonna sell all of these targets.
Yeah.
True Gem Target.
Boy,
Everybody make me a survival check.
Okay.
Rowan's gonna walk in there and find things she doesn't need.
I went in for one thing. I left with 17.
If this is a bad
18.
roll, I'm blaming D&D Beyond because I forgot.
Okay.
Oh, it's a nat 20. Never mind.
Yay! You got upset at us dogging on it.
Got a
D&D Beyond just had an update.
You get 13.
All right. So collectively, you all kind of figure the smell is kind of emanating from this area to your northeast on the map.
Do we head towards the terrible stench?
Oh shoot. I need to cast mage armor on myself before we go anywhere or do anything else.
That's right, because it's a new day. Yep.
It is, yes.
Yeah, it's a new day. Well, it's the end of a new day, I should say. The sun is going down on day 2.
I just cast it, so
Alrighty.
we were just traveling.
Yeah, that'll last you well into the night.
We could do a little sneaky.
Yeah, I think we should move quietly.
Yeah, if you want to go check it out, roll a stealth.
I will go. Does anybody else want to head up there?
I'm not sneaky.
I'm somewhat quiet.
I'll try.
I will go stealth. Hold on one moment, please.
I also got a nat 20 on that roll.
Oh, good job.
So I got a 19.
Got a 12.
I got an unnatural 20.
You are all able as a group to sneak up to right about, well, let me do this. Yeah, right about there. We'll say there's some trees or hedge lines right here that you can hide behind, even though it's not actually on the map there. But when you get to that point, you're able to peer into this grove, and you see creatures that I don't know if any of you've ever seen them before, but there's 10 of them. These like lizard-looking creatures. And one looks like a goblin with like some chain or metal armor or something, just kind of standing there, and they're all just kind of rattling at one another.
Where did we get up to? I didn't see it.
Right about here, sorry.
Do we understand what they're saying?
Does anybody speak either troglodyte or goblin?
Can't say I do.
In game? Just kidding. No.
Yeah, so it just sounds like a bunch of like barking and growling. Like,
What do you see? I say it way too loud.
I cast message. That is
clever.
that's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think so.
So I cast message. Appears to be some fish-like creatures and some sort
Yeah, roll a nature check. Rowan, Lenosa, and Aurelian.
17.
17. All right.
An 8.
8.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. So Rowan and Aurelian, you recognize the fish things as troglodytes. They're some evil things. They've got like, they basically communicate aside from speech, they communicate through like pheromones, and all of those pheromones just kind of like build up on them as they age and they exist, and the stench is just otherworldly. It makes you physically ill being anywhere near it. But you also know, Rowan, that while the sun is up, they're pretty sensitive to the sunlight, so they typically wait until dark to actually do anything.
I forgot I had this. I will telepathically communicate this.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have that feat. I totally forgot about that. So she'll just be relay the same information. Troglodytes, they communicate this way. They're not that. They don't do much during the day.
Does anyone have a
with
spell
whom?
of light, perhaps?
The sun is still technically up, if that's what you're getting at.
We do have some radiant spells.
Oh, how well do we smell this?
Really well. Like it's being carried on the wind, but it's not bad enough where it's making you sick or anything.
Danis is getting visibly frustrated with the stench.
Ooh.
Go ahead, hero.
Foreshadow.
I'll talk to Rowan. Maybe this is a problem we need to address now before it becomes a problem for us later. The sun's setting and we're gonna have to probably make camp at some point.
I would like to deal with things when they are weakest, so I am to agree. And do we pick up on Danis getting frustrated?
Danis, are you still on the path?
Danis is kind of like leaning against this tree, and like he's not really paying a whole lot of attention, so he's like slowly making his way towards the people who walked off because he has no idea what's going on.
Okay. Are you like visibly frustrated, or is it just an internal like rage that's building?
He doesn't hide his emotions very well. He's not great at social things such as, not being honest or anything along those lines, hiding one's emotions.
So yeah, you can see his face kind of like scrunching up and getting upset.
I'll shoot a message to Amadi and Lenosa, have my copper wire, and let them know. We should probably take care of these before night falls.
They're weak to sunlight, then perhaps people could sneak around and I could put a guiding bolt and get as many people as possible.
I will pull out my bow, break it in for the first time.
About this time, Danis is going to make his way over to Aurelian and Lenosa.
Where are you going? You can also just make camp over there. And I just like point into the trees on the other side.
They will probably hunt us.
I don't think they'll stay over. I don't think they'll stay over here. I think they would look to hunt later.
Night is when we're most vulnerable, and that's when they are at their strongest.
My head still hurts.
That's fair. I'm gonna message Rowan and say, when you do guiding bolt, I can do mind sliver and the goblin at the same time for maximum confusion and effectiveness.
Yeah.
Is everyone ready?
I am ready.
Ready?
Okay.
Lenosa takes out the knuckles and slides them on, and then rolls her shoulders and takes a stance. Nods.
Let's do it.
Well, you all would love to roll initiative right about now, wouldn't you?
We would.
Well, you're going to have to wait till next week to do that.